You're going to need a bigger boat.
Happy Halloween, LSFL family. You are back in the Shark Tank.
Yeah, baby, let's go. I'm ready. Halloween night. Ooh.
Ooh, it's scary indeed for certain teams.
Some teams are scary.
Not so scary for others. All right, well, let's take a look at last week's scores. Again, we're going to put them Sharks. So that was a big win for the Sharks there. 118 to the Eldorados, 93.6. I mean, I needed that. The Sharks needed that. You know, the Eldorados have been great, really good as of late. So it's kind of good to win at one early. There's lots of season left, but a big win for the Sharks there.
You know, I just noticed that they just on a 3-game losing streak right now. What's going on?
Yeah, a little bit of struggle. You know, that's what, good teams got to go with the ups and downs. That's what, that's how the cookie crumbles. The Rattlers coming out, saving their season, 89.3 to the Goats, 86.5. Big win for the Rattlers, keeping their playoff hopes alive. The Grimace. Wow. How about the Grimace? They are on a tear as of late. 91.6 to the Bucks, 75.9. AJ, how'd you let it happen?
Dude, AJ, 2-6. The only 2 times you've won was the team of the week.
AJ, I believe I think I have to look at it again, but it's only like either a 4 or 5 game losing streak. I mean, just awful times for the Bucks right now. How about them Jesters? That was a big win over the Dragons. 125.6 to 92.05. Oh, I know Greg's got to be hurting. How's it feel to put yourself as the number 1 seed in the NFC?
Dude, I am gonna legitimately say this. I feel fucking great. I heard a lot of shit when I drafted this team by many people. I feel amazing right now. And you know what the kicker was? I was begging him like, yo, give me Josh Allen for Mahomes. Come on, bro. And Josh Allen's been outscoring him, so hey, I don't want him no more. You keep Mahomes now.
He tried to make that happen. Didn't work, but look what played in your favor. How about those Predators? Boy, another team that's been on the rise as of late. Didn't break 100, but it was enough to beat the Jets with 77 on the board. Eric, this might be his worst season to date.
I don't think he's ever won a toilet bowl, like even close.
Hey, he's close. He is close. He is on the toilet watch right now, that's for sure. And how about these Bronx Bombers? 148 points to the Massacres, 83.9. You know, unfortunately, our team of the week participant did not arrive tonight. But I wanted to show him a little love. Let's first give him the graphic.
You look like you're getting ready for the meanest exorcism
ever. But let's show him a little love because I think the Bombers right now, the way that team's been playing, kind of up. It's just been some weeks they've been awesome, and some weeks they've just been horrible. And I'll just venture to say that they may mess around and get in the playoffs and be the team in the NFC that no team that wants to face him, because you never know if he comes out and gets hot, he will be in trouble on the NFC side.
And he took it light because he left one of his biggest people on the bench. I would never leave Hopkins on the bench, and that man had 30 points.
I mean, I had to start him, and I can see why he would. I mean, he hasn't been
Homer.
Well, he hasn't. Well, yeah. I mean, I could see that. I mean, because Josh Palmer's, he's on the rise. Where Hopkins was going into that game with Will Levis and Malik Willis,
That's true.
supposedly,
That's true.
supposedly splitting carries and or splitting snaps, and everyone was saying, "Oh, well, Hopkins." Like I said, I had no choice in March League. I had to start him, it was nice, but I could see why he would want.
I want to say that I'll give him a tad bit of credit because Kyron Williams went out. He picked up Gus Edwards, been playing really good. Picked up Zach Moss, been playing really good. So he got 2 running backs that's been playing pretty good for him lately. He got lucky on those.
Yep. So credit to Mike. Like I said, going to be that sneaky team in the NFC that you're not really wanting to see in the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, let's just look at the overall. Let's look at the standings first.
Yeah,
let's look at the NFC. We'll start there. There you are, number 1 overall.
2-0 in the conference.
That's big. That's really big. Especially look at Greg right there, 0-2 right now. And 0-1 in the division. That definitely is hurting him right now. Hottest team in the league. Wins 5 wins in a row. Bombers right in there. Like I said, team of the week. They are the one team they're on the outside looking in right now because the Massacre right now also at 5-3 as well. 1-1 in the conference. Predators at strong 5-3, 2-0 in the conference as well. So, oh boy, that showdown's coming soon. It's a little Flanders and a little Jester action coming soon. Can't wait for that.
Do you see what really concerns me about that 2 and what is it? It seems to be 2-6. I'm guessing the Jets.
Oh yeah, shit. Yep. Thanks. Good
that PF 667. That is the lowest score team.
Yeah. Yeah, let's look at the AFC action. Let's put that up. Yeah, there's one.
Oh, there goes the Grimace.
Yeah, there's a Grimace. Yeah, Grimace. He's still keeping that alive. All right. Well, the Sharks. Look at that, number 1 seed right now in the AFC. 2-0 in the comp. The only other team right now that's 2-0 in the conference. I can't believe it. The Dallas Grimace. How about that? How about that one? Look at that shit. Unbelievable.
I just think he can't beat the NFC. That's where we at. He's 1-5 in the NFC, so stay in the AFC.
So right now, what makes me happy, because listen, I of course I love Craig and want him to do well, but I certainly don't want to see him three-peat. I'd like to be the only team to still have the three-peat. So looking at his prospect going forward, 0-2 in the conference right now, not too good for those playoff seedings going forward. So we'll see how this plays out, but Jose playing, still scratching and clawing at 3-5. Look at his points, 737 points. I mean, that's what I've been saying that. Jose's
in the AFC, man. That's not too shabby.
Jose's scoring points. I think he might be that team to get in. We'll see. All right, the Goats, took a loss this week. He's been kind of up and down. So 4-4. This whole AFC West, it's like, ugh. The best team really is AJ, and his unfortunately his record doesn't reflect it, because look how many points he's been scored on. I mean, look at that. Jeez, everyone he's got no defense at all. All right, power rankings. Look at those right quick. Jesters go up to number 1 slot, sliding down the Dragons. Look at the Sharks, big jump up to number 3. Massacre right there at 4. Preds at 5.
4-5. Look at that, 4-5. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I know for sure. Eldorado's at 6. Bombers filling out the top, coming up with that team of the week at number 7. Goats with the loss go to 8. Rattlers on the way up with the win. Grimace also the same, and Bucks and Jets unfortunately are filling out the bottom. Let's take a quick look at the playoff picture. There is 5 weeks remaining, so let's look at the NFC playoff picture as it stands. The Jesters are currently the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed would be the Predators, and right now the playing game is the Massacre versus the Dragons. Wow, that's interesting. And the winner of that game would go on to play the Predators if of course that ended today. Let's look at the AFC right quick. The Sharks again, number 1 right now in the AFC. The Goats would be playing number 2, and right now the playing game, the Dallas Grimace are in right now.
What the hell am I watching?
El Dorados. The winner would go on to face the Goats. And this one. So wow, only 5 weeks left though, so there's plenty of time to go. All right, let's look at next week's matchups and get our thoughts on those. The Dragons versus the 2-6 Jets.
Oof.
Dragons lead the series overall 6-4. The Dragons won last year 80.3 to 71.6. Dragons are 5-0 against the Jets in the last 5 matchups. Dragons are favored by 9. Who do you like in this one?
Well, even though Greg has been slipping kind of a lot lately, I still think just by the scoring of the Bronx Jets, I don't think they can keep up. I've been watching them every single week, and the Jets have not been good. And then what happens now is we're back to the buys again. So they don't have McCaffrey this week. They don't have Amon St. Brown this week, or Calvin Ridley. So this can be pretty ugly this week, actually.
Yeah, he's got some buy concerns in this matchup. So I think the line is right where it should be. The Dragons should be favored. I'm just looking at any other options that he has in here and just like,
Yeah.
he might have to take the L or do something because this is not looking good. Yeah, Dragons look like they're gonna go to 6-3 after this one. All right, let's look at the Bucks and the Goats on this one. 4-4 Goats against the 2-6 Bucks. Goats lead the series overall 11-9. The Bucks won their last meeting 92.6 to 78.8. Bucks are 3-2 in the last 5 matchups. The Goats are favored by 2. Who do you like in this one?
I think the Bucks are going to surprise them this week. They're not really dealing with any type of buys. I'm looking at his team. Henry's in, Pierce is in, Adams in, Keenan Allen in, Taysom. So he has basically his whole team playing. While the Goats do have a few buys this week to some of their higher ranked players. For example, Deebo Samuel, who's out, Purdy, Cousins on the IR. He hasn't even picked up a quarterback yet. So I think the Buccaneers might pull it off this week.
Yeah, it's looking strong for them right now. He's going to have to pick up a QB off the waiver this week. So, let's see how this plays out. But it looks like the Bucks could go to 3-6 and make things really interesting in the AFC. Speaking of the AFC, let's stay right there with the El Dorados, 4-4 against the 3-5, the up and coming Rattlers. Rattlers lead the series 11-7. They won their last meeting 130-90. The El Dorados are 3-2 in the last 5 matchups, and the El Dorados are favored by 6. What say you on this one?
Oh, okay. So both are almost at even strength. I'm looking at their buys. Nobody really has them any. I'm gonna go with the El Dorados because of their matchup. For some reason, El Dorados are not listening about playing the 3 people on the same team, but he's going to keep doing it anyway. So I know Miami seems good this week, but if he takes any advice, take the Dolphins D out. I wouldn't even try it with Mahomes. So I'm going to go with El Dorados due to the matchups, but it can go either way, honestly.
Yeah. Herbert paying is tough Jets secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see that. And right now he's got both Carolina running backs in, so it doesn't bode well for Jose unless he thinks they're just going to run all over the Colts. It looks like maybe El Dorados might be getting this one the way it looks right now. But, we've been counting Jose out a lot this year, and he's been playing well, so there's that. All right, well, the 5-3 Shocks against the 3-5 Grimace. The Grimace lead the series overall 16-10. They won their last meeting last year 92-74. Grimace 3-2 in the last 5. The Sharks are favored by 5 in this one. What say you?
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Sharks only because I know the Grimmers have Jameer Gibbs, Ayuk, both on buys. Um, yeah, I just don't see it happening right now. I think and if you win this game, you're really gonna set yourself apart from the rest of the AFC and the division. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sharks this week.
Yeah, right. Like we were just talking about. I have the only person I have a buy really this week is Laporta, and like I got Kincaid to slide right on in for this week.
Right,
And
you have your basically started. You have Barkley, Cook, Hurts.
yeah,
Right?
and what's fun is Cincinnati is dead last against tight ends, so hopefully that'll play out well. We'll see. All right, let's go to a big matchup in the NFC. The Bombers 4-4 against the 6-2 Jesters. Jesters lead the series 21-11. Jesters won their last meeting 107-95. I had to put this in here because I wanted to make sure it was right. Jesters are 9-0 in the last 9 matchups. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jesters are third by 7. So what do you think?
Can you believe my division?
9 in a
What
row.
was Greg 7-0, now 8-0?
Oh, wow.
Oh no. Well, look, I'm gonna obviously go for myself. Yes, my and then Mike just hit me back. But yeah, I still got all my starters in. I got, Josh Allen and Hall is playing, Kamara, Waddle, Thielen. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, the 49 defense is on a bye, but they haven't been playing extremely well anyway. So I'm just going to slide somebody in and a kicker as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go with myself.
It's interesting because I'm looking at Mike's team, and I could have sworn he just traded away Goddard not too long ago, and now he doesn't have a tight end this week. So not a great move there.
Plug and play.
Well, what's his name? Trey McBride is out there. So let's see if he goes after him on the wire this week. Could be an option for him. So yeah, all right. Well, yeah, in this particular matchup, I think I'm going to just go with the line on this one and go with the Jesters. All right, let's go with the game of the week.
Oof.
Wow, look at this. 5-3 massacre against the 5-3 Predators. Predators leave the overall series 8-7. They won their last meeting 102.6 to 93.6. Predators are 4-1 in the last 5 matchups. Right now, the Predators are favored by 1. What do you say? Who do you like in this one?
Bro, the shit talk started early this morning talking about the king. Nick K. I was like, what are we talking about? Does he not see he's behind the Predators? Either or. It's gonna be a great game. I think I'm gonna go with the Predators because right now they've just been extremely hot. I'm gonna look at their team really quickly, but oh yeah, he's good. He doesn't have any real buys. He got Jackson, Taylor, Pacheco, Tyreek Hill, McLaurin, Andrews. Yeah, he's still stacked. Definitely gonna go with him this week. I think the Predators actually go a game up on the Massacre, and the Massacre will be humbled this week.
Oh, because look at the defensive matchups. Nice for Nick this week with the Brownies going against the Arizona Cardinals, maybe not. That's Kyler Murray this week, I think,
or the rookie. So we don't know who's being
or
played.
the rookie, right? So that could go either way. There, that's a toss up on that one.
Yeah, he got Trevor Lawrence have to sit the Massacre. You got Christian Kirk sitting down. Courtland Sutton sitting down.
It's a tough week. I mean, this is what it's all about, man. You start getting into the bye weeks, and it's a war of attrition at this point. So yeah, it looks like the Preds may go up on here, go 6-3 overall. Boy, watch out, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's been a fun season so far, so we'll see how it plays out. We will see you guys next week in the Shark Tank. Happy Halloween to you and yours, Fred. Anything you got a closing thought for the league for what do you call it?
I just love
closing
the way the league has been going is great. The parity is awesome. What we thought at the beginning with all the high-powered teams are not the same as right now. Everybody got 5 weeks left. Don't try to wait to the last 3 weeks because you might be out of contention. So if you're going to start making trades and you're any type of fantasy player, it needs to be done now. And yes, I do need you guys to start coming on and give your insight. We want to hear what you got to say. Come on, Team of the Week, guys. Or if anybody has anything to say.
I had a whole interview thing laid out for the Team of the Week guy this week. So come on, we're ready. We're ready to bring you on, see your thoughts, and want to hear a little smack talk. We got 4 now. It's going to be 4 weeks next week. So, well, good luck. Good luck to you guys this week, and we'll see you back next week. And we're out. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.